Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trina, and if this is the first time that you guys are viewing my content, then welcome. And if you guys enjoy it, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload a video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 affordable concealers. 5, not 10. And all of these products are available in the Philippines and in the USA. So if you guys are into concealers and want to know more about what's great at an affordable price, then keep on watching. Alright, for number 1, let's talk about an oldie but a goodie, like a classic standout concealer that is available in the drugstore. I know that in the Philippines it's only 199 pesos, and I think here in the US it's about like $5 or $6, but I will put all the prices down below. I'm talking about the very infamous Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This has been a staple in my everyday drawer for a really long time, and I love using this for my under eyes because it's just so good. The consistency of this concealer is amazing, and the color that I usually get is, I think this one is 20 Sand Stable, but I usually get a lighter one that's only available in the States. It's so beautiful for your under eye concealer. It covers your bags, it covers unwanted blemishes under your eyes. The consistency of this is in between. It's not really thick, but it's not very liquidy either. It's very easy to use your fingers or with your ring finger. It's also very easy to use with a brush or a sponge. This concealer is an all-around good concealer because number 1, it doesn't cake on under my eyes at all. Even if I set it, it lasts a really long time. Number 2, the color selection for your under eyes is really good as well. It starts from very fair to more on the darker skin tones, which is really great. I've never really tried this as a spot concealer, to be honest, but I usually like liquid concealers for my under eyes, but I think you may use it as long as you set it properly with a powder. So all around, this has been a really great concealer from the drugstore, especially for its price. Next up is still from Maybelline. This one goes way beyond that one. This is the, wow, I can't even read it anymore because I've used it a lot. Anyway, it's the Instant Age Rewind. I think that's what it is. Yeah, this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I have mine in light pale because I got this in the Philippines, but they also have others like Neutralizer, I think, or Brightening. I could be wrong, but I think there is a brightening one. And this is a twist-up concealer from the drugstore, and they have that classic ball applicator. I love using this concealer for my under eyes because it gives that right amount of brightening effect. And what I noticed about this concealer is no matter how much you put on, it doesn't really cake on my under eyes. Another thing that I love about this concealer is the fact that even if I already have dry products under my eyes, I can still use it. Let's say I made a mistake, put on some concealer, put on my under eye powder, and then I realized I really want to brighten another area up and only concealer can do the job, then I'll grab this, put it over, and it doesn't cake up, which is really great. That is from my personal experience. I don't know if you guys have experienced that either, but it's definitely worth a try, especially for that one. Coverage is really good as well, very easy to use, and it brightens my under eyes really great. Up next is a really highly recommended concealer by me. This has been my holy grail for a while. This is the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer by Catrice, and it says it's waterproof. I'm not so sure. I've talked about this in a couple of videos before, and I will link that on the cards and down below. But this is an amazing under eye concealer. Coverage is top notch. It is high coverage. If you don't want unwanted bags showing there or discoloration, this is the concealer that you should definitely go to. I haven't compared this to the Tarte Shape Tape because I haven't tried the Tarte Shape Tape, and I know that one has really good coverage. I've felt the Tarte concealer and it's not as thick as this one, but the coverage of this is high coverage as well. The only thing that I don't really enjoy about this concealer is the shade range because they only have, I think, 1, 2, and 3, and not so much for the darker skin tones, but definitely try this one out if you're similar to my skin tone. I use number 2 and number 1. Sometimes 1 can be a little bit lighter on me, but number 2 is a great under eye concealer for my skin tone. One warning about this concealer is if you guys notice that your skin tends to oxidize with certain kinds of makeup, I think that you should test this out first before buying it to know what color you really are, because I know some friends who have had experiences with their makeup oxidizing or the skin oxidizing because of this product right here. This concealer is fairly new to me. I've only been trying out for 3 months, but I have really enjoyed it. And this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. It is not comparable to the Tape Shape, except maybe for the applicator, because it does have that doe foot applicator, that big one. But I have swatched the Tarte Shape Tape and I have swatched this. Coverage wise, the Tarte Shape Tape is still above when it comes to coverage. This one has a medium coverage, but what I enjoy about this concealer is its consistency and the way that it brightens up my under eyes. Yeah, the way that it brightens up my under eyes. And C3 is a really good color for me. If you guys want to know what your undertones are or what may suit your skin tone, I will list the website down below where it says like C3 is for blah 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 blah. So the opacity of this concealer, like I said, is not as high up there as compared to the Tarte Shape Tape, but it still has medium coverage and it gives the most beautiful brightening effect I've ever experienced in the past few months. So I really enjoy this concealer, highly recommend it if you want to try it out. It doesn't cake on me and it lasts the whole day as well. Last one is definitely a throwback, especially if you guys have been living in the US for a really long time. It's the Hard Candy Glamoflauge heavy duty concealer. And when they say it is heavy duty, it's definitely a heavy duty concealer. It's a little bit more on the moussey creamier side. I will show you guys what it looks like. I've had problems with this before just because I think it's the environment that I lived in. I lived in the Philippines for a while and it kind of separated, the oil separated and the liquid separated. But it does have that moussey consistency, and this is just one dot. And that is how amazing it is. This is definitely good for your under eyes, but also a little bit goes a long way, and spot concealing is something that I did use with this one on a darker tone than this. What do I have here? I think this is medium light because I use this for my under eyes, but it definitely covers all the things you want to be covered. If you guys have secrets under your eyes, it will never tell anyone what your secrets are. It also comes with this itty bitty pencil concealer, which is great. I do like it for spot concealing as well, but if you want a really heavy duty concealer, this is something that you should take a look at. And I feel like this concealer has a little bit of hydration in it, in the sense that I feel a little bit of oil in there. So if you guys are oily skinned, I think you should try this out first, because it might make your under eyes a little bit more oily than usual, or the place that you spot conceal a little bit more than you would hope it would. But I also feel like if you set it correctly, then you wouldn't have any problems with this. I've never really had an experience with it caking, but I feel like there's a higher possibility of doing so if you put it on and pack it on. I'm telling you right now, just a little bit goes a long way, just a little tiny piece, and that's perfect for your under eyes. And if you pile it on, I feel like there's a higher chance of it caking under your eyes or in that area where you spot conceal. Alright, as usual, I'm going to have a runner-up, and I put this in the runner-up section just because it's not really your typical concealer. This is a color corrector concealer, and I've used this a really long time. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Camouflage Cream Wake Up Effect, and it's really good for putting it under your eyes before putting on foundation, just to cover up or counteract that dark circles, and also gives you that wonderful wake up effect, which is why it's called the Wake Up Effect. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, you can buy it in Ulta, and I think in the Philippines you can buy it in Watson's. Okay, so that is it for my top 5 affordable concealers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below which one was your favorite out of all the 5/6 that I showed you. I'm really excited to find out what they are. If you guys also have other concealers that are affordable that you want to share to everyone, just comment down below as well. So if you guys know of anyone who might be interested in this video or might be wanting to find out more about affordable concealers, then please don't forget to show them this video as well. one more thing. If you guys are interested in other affordable products that you can buy at the drugstore in the Philippines or in America, then check out the playlist that I left in the cards and also down below, because there are a lot more that are in there, and there are definitely a lot more that are coming your way. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah.